Video clip, how you became poor or rich, attracted the most attention of people. There were about 5,000 people. It has been consistent every day for this a little video clip. So this encouraged me that I should focus attention on this topic, because people have begun to understand that that you are responsible if you became rich or poor. And particularly in the West, people are introspective. They want to ask why it happened to me like that. Okay, I've seen Oprah many times asking, when she had no money, why the people with money, what do they do, which I am not doing to get there? This has been a consistent question they asked when she had no money. I think everybody has to ask this question and then find an answer. And I'm going to talk about that now in this small clip, how you became rich or poor. That's a very painful question. That's a very painful question, because we don't, poor people don't even want to think about it because it hurts. The rich people don't want to think about it because they don't care, because they have the money. So more than the question, the solution is important. But I have to give you some thought for you to reflect on a mundane level and on a spiritual level. On a mundane level, you can understand that I don't have money because I don't do the right job. I'm not doing the job that is paying that kind of money that I want really to make. And that everybody knows. So that it's not rocket science. But the deeper question is to look into the spirituality behind human life. The human spirit. The human spirit, which is the soul, is born in a slum. Is born in Beverly Hills or Bel Air or Park Avenue. So congenitally you see a difference happening. How are you going to answer that question? Why there is a disparity even at the time of birth? So you have to go back to find an answer for this question in your past life. Past life, people immediately, when I say past life, I don't believe in past life. And now there are books written by scientists on past life. And I don't want to spend time on proving whether there is past life or not. But I want you to understand this. You have some orientations at the time of birth, and which continues. And that orientation is called karma. The Buddha is a very early time atheist. 600 years before Jesus, he did not believe in God, nor in soul, but he believed in karma, which is just the thought process. So that is more applicable, or more acceptable for people in the West. Yes, my thought process is not so good. And that is what is called karma. So you have to change the thought process. And how do you change? Behavioral modification or psychological orientation, a different orientation that you'll bring into your mind. All this can be done. But deeper than that is a spiritual solution. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this seminar. That's about what is karma and how the yogis, and I'm going to give a lot of anecdotes from the lives of the yogis who also had to go through karma. Nobody is exempt from karma. If there is no karma, there is no life. And how they handled it spiritually, meaning through the help of God. And whatever position you are in, whatever place you are in, the one person who can change is God. God is not a superstitious concept. He is real. And particularly if you understand it from the point of view of Eastern religions. And you will benefit from this understanding of who God is, or what He is, or who is He, and what He can give us, will be part of the program. So I invite you to come personally, and if you can't make it, you can always join me on call. And so this is a very relevant question, how we became rich or poor. Well, this question is applicable in the case of how I don't have a relationship or have a relationship, or why I don't have health or have health. All this can be related to karma. I personally look forward to the program, and I once again want you to come to this live event. God bless.